Hey guys, so glad you're here. Okay, today I'm talking about Canoo / Hennessy Capital acquisition, the merger coming with that right now. That's going to be Canoo, the new EV car company coming out that's going to be leasing vehicles. So let's get into this. Okay, so when is a good time to get in Canoo? Hennessy Capital acquisition. They're going to merge soon. So when they merge, what do we know? We know, watching these other EV companies, the stock's going to go stupid. It's going to go insane. It's not even going to match what the company is making. Here's what the company is making. Zero, just like Nikola. They may have made some money selling shirts, coffee mugs, and stickers, but they're not counting that as what they've made off vehicles. So what we're wanting to do is get in early, like today. And we want to be like this guy right here. This guy got in today. This guy got in under 12 bucks. He got in under 13 bucks. And what that's going to do, that's going to leave you wiggle room. So when this guy comes in and starts jacking up the price because he can afford to, that's when things are going to get hard and you're going to say, crap, I missed the boat. There's things I like about Canoo, and there's one major thing that I do not like about Canoo, and that's kind of what the company is based off of and what they're relying on right now. And that is the good faith of people. Let's be honest, most of us know how people are with vehicles, especially rentals and leases. So with Canoo leasing out all these vehicles, they're hoping that people take care of their vehicle when they're leasing them. But I'm guessing this is going to be a pretty high, expensive lease on this vehicle, because let's think about it. Not only do you have a brand new electric vehicle, but you have a pretty cool vehicle. It's going to have to be expensive because this is the main way the company makes money. The other thing, it comes with insurance through the company. They already have the insurance with it, which is good, but it's going to cost more too. And the fifth one is, if something breaks on the vehicle, it's not your vehicle. So Canoo is going to send a repairman out to fix it if the car will not move, / you're going to take it to one of the repair shops. So this is all going to be in the cost, I'm assuming. I'm thinking this is going to be somewhere around $700 to $800 to lease a month. And that scares me a little bit because there's only so many people that can afford that. But let's talk about Canoo today. I'm going to go over this article that I found. It's pretty cool. Not a lot of new information, but information to help us stay focused on what's coming with Canoo. And guys, if you like my videos and you're subscribing or you want to subscribe, please subscribe and hit the like button. My channel is growing really slow, but it's growing, and that's amazing. And everybody I've talked to with my channel, thank you so much. I have had a blast doing this. I mean, an absolute blast. And let me tell you, when doing these videos, you learn a lot more about investing and a lot more about the company you're investing in. Okay guys, let's dig into this article. Canoo plans for electric delivery vehicles. Sporty car after rad looking van. The subscription model startup shared details about what it plans for the future beyond its first vehicle, simply called the Canoo. So just so you're not confused, the company is called Canoo, but the van prototype right here is also called the Canoo, just so no one's confused. Canoo looks like one of the more promising electric car startups out there, but it has far grander plans beyond its super cool looking van vehicle known as the Canoo. In an announcement showing off the performance aspects of its modular skateboard platform, on Thursday, the startup said it plans for additional vehicles in just 3 years. 3 years, okay, that's long-term investing. The delivery machine should launch in 2023, but the startup didn't mention a time frame for the sporty car. When asked for additional information, a Canoo spokesman told Roadshow the delivery vehicles will likely come in 3 sizes to provide anywhere from 219 to 353 cubic feet of cargo space. That's pretty big. The attached rendering shows off a pickup truck, a delivery van of sports, and what looks like a larger delivery truck. Each of them wear the Canoo design quite well. So in that picture that I'm showing you, we can see these vehicles that they're talking about. So we're talking about Canoo being a delivery vehicle service. I talked about this in my last video about this company. It looks like this is kind of happening with the company. Then we go on. Delivery vehicles are a super popular segment for EV startups to focus on. Companies continue to focus on ways to lower emissions for fleet vehicles, and EVs make a lot of sense, especially for the last mile deliveries. Those are the trips where a driver takes the package to its final destination in the city, and in metro areas where emissions and noise pollution are growing concern. Now we're talking about Canoo releasing their vehicles to other companies in the hundreds, the thousands, so those companies can take the vehicles, not owning them or worrying about the cost of taking care of them, and even not worrying about a full gas bill because it's electric and delivering around cities. Now we're getting somewhere, and this looks better as a company bringing in more money. So let's get right back into this next part, a big part. But Canoo will have plenty of rivals should it deliver on its promised commercial vehicles. Chief among them is Rivian, flush with cash from online retailing giant Amazon. The Michigan-based company already showed prototypes for its purpose-built Amazon delivery van, and the retailer plans to put 100,000 of them on the roads by the end of this decade. It's also unclear if Canoo's subscription model will transfer to commercial vehicles. Okay guys, so I talked about that one company that makes us all mad, and that's Rivian. So if you know anything about Rivian, this is a company that I hate to talk about because it's so cool, it's so neat, I love the vehicles. The problem is you can't buy into it because they don't have an IPO yet. Probably another year or so they will. But to go off on a little bit of a side note here, just to give somebody some information here if this helps. If you're new to this EV game right now going on with all these new electric car companies, listen, this is very important. There are so many new EV companies, it is literally insane. But what draws me to EV companies right now is when they meet certain subscriptions, when they have a factory, when they have models, when they already have contracts coming in for companies that want to be with them. And right now there's a few EV companies that are actually doing that and that are meeting those demands. And one is Lordstown. The other one, we'll throw in Workhorse. I know what they're doing, but we'll throw in Workhorse. And then the other big one that's going to be big, and the one that I think is going to beat out Nikola, is going to be Rivian. I would love to have a piece of this company right now, but they're still private. If you don't know about Rivian, check them out. Really cool company. So Canoo's talking about leasing their vehicles to companies. Okay, that's good, But the problem is we do have some competition, and we have some really hard competition, which is Rivian. So Canoo will be catering to companies, and they'll be catering to the average person to lease their vehicle out. Let's check out this next part just to make us feel a little bit better about what Canoo is doing. As for the sporty vehicle, it sounds like Canoo targets some sort of sedan. It will be the second consumer vehicle. According to the information Canoo supplied us, it should boast 300 plus miles of range. That's good, that's pretty much like the Tesla. The modular chassis will provide the space of a mid-size sedan, but the startup hopes to design the car with the footprint of a compact car instead, with room for 4 to 5 passengers. Canoo, if you don't know, is all about maximizing interior space. So maximizing space, okay, we do know that because we're looking at the Canoo right in it. So it has a lot of space. It's a little bit of a party van. It's really cool. Like I said, I've talked about this 100 times. I like the company. I like their designs. That's really why I've stayed. So guys, I hope that was some good information. I hope I didn't scare anybody away with that. But listen, as an investor, as a guy who has 2 children and a wife, and it's kind of tight with money sometimes, especially right now with everything going on, trust me, I know investing money, just if it's $5 to $500, is a very big deal. So when I'm reading this, and I'm reading this to you, I'm taking this in just as I hope you're taking in about what we want to do with our money. But with Canoo, as I said, this is a long-term investment. But this is an investment you need to get in on the low end of it. The reason I say that is that Canoo is a very unique company. There's not really any other companies like this right now that are coming out. Canoo's going to have a lot of criticism, and it's going to have a lot of people come after it because it does seem like it may not work, but it could work, and that's why a lot of us want to stay in it because it's so unique. The stock has not hit $15 to even $20 yet, but once this merger gets closer and even the merger happens, I definitely think we're going to see it in the teens, and especially probably in the 20s. So like I said, make sure you have wiggle room in this company so you're able to get out if you need to pretty fast. So guys, that was it. I hope that gave you some information. Thank you so much. Like I said, please hit that like button and subscribe. It helps my channel so much. I'm taking this YouTube thing so serious, and I'm having such a ball doing it. I really am. But guys, until the next video, leave me some comments. Let me know if there's some other companies you guys are interested in, what you want to know about. Leave me some companies. You know, I'm always looking for new companies. But thank you guys so much, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, friends.